Hey, I'm going to do this to the lovely sound of the generator in the background, and I'm making macaroni and cheese, so gotta keep it within that 7-minute time frame. I am so tired of being in this parking lot, and thank goodness that is coming to an end. And I can't really say a lot more because I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll have more news at the end of the week for you. So today, this morning, I got a call from the Red Cross Ombudsman in Washington, D.C. And I wasn't super kind to this person because one of the first things I said was, because she said, I'm responding to your recent email to me, and it was in regard to that article I had written that got shared all over the place. And I said, recent? I said, I contacted you like almost 2 months ago. And she said, well, it was da-da-da day. I said, you know what, I'm not going to split hairs with you. I said, what is it that you think you can do for me? I said, at this point, nothing has changed. I don't have a lot of faith that anything will change. You're a massive bureaucratic structure, and so what do you have to say? So, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that's not what she was expecting. And I gave her concrete examples of how this is systemic, and that this wasn't just a personal, I'm a victim, I hate these mosquitoes. But it was about the research I had done, and that Red Cross began as a grassroots organization, and it's become a bureaucratic monster. And I offered her examples of what had happened and what has happened in a lot of places, and then I offered solutions. And I said, it is not for Red Cross to have some massive blueprint about what works in every place they go to. I said they could have had the opportunity to come in here and sit down with what was already working here, because we know best how to live in Pune, just like people know best to live wherever it is they are, and say, how can we support your efforts, rather than, we're in charge now, get out of the way. And it's like, I said, too many volunteers have been turned away. And I said, at this point, Red Cross is kind of like a moot point in Pune, because we've got our own organizations set up, and they're not helpful. I said, I cannot tell you how many times I've asked a simple question and the answer has been, I don't know, I'm new here. I said, at the very least, they could be trained to say, I don't have the answer for that, let me find out. I said, we're tired of being patronized, and this whole organization is paternalistic, and we don't need daddies. We needed help to get back on our feet, and that's not what Red Cross does. So she said, is it okay for me to share this with other people? And I said, well, being as I shared it on social media and it's been shared, about 700 times, sure. It's not real private. So, but she said, well, would you be willing to talk to, these people? And I said, I have a limited amount of energy, and I said, I'm not going to waste it talking to somebody that's gonna, what was the word I used? I used the word placate. I said, don't connect me with somebody who's going to placate me and just say, yeah. I said, if you have somebody that you want to connect me to that actually wants to address the infrastructure and thinks that they can actually do something about it or gives a damn, then sure, by all means. But otherwise, please don't waste my time. So, Kazume was sitting there the whole time, and I had a great time. It was really fun. I was like, articulate, and I am so happy that I found Copaiba, which is an essential oil which has cleared up so much of my brain fog, so that I can actually articulate and use my black belt in Math Karate for good. So we'll see. I don't have high expectations of that. But there are changes happening, and I will be really excited to share them with you when I am at liberty to do that. But I will be getting out of this parking lot soon. Yay! And I'll be in a secure place, and then I can actually, drive away from my stuff, the things I have left, and go to the beach or something. So who is here? Let me put my glasses on because I cannot see. John, hello. Sam, hello. Hi, Sam. It's good to see you. Yay. So, what else? What else is going on? What? I was talking to John. I was talking to John about writing, and you know, a writer must write, and I got so much I want to write about, and I'm thinking of taking the Pema Chodron. She writes her books in you know, like lecture style, like chapters, and I'm no Pema Chodron for certain. But I do have some things that I'd really like to share, and my friends have asked me to share. You have asked me to share, and I want to find a way to do that in short chapter style kind of things. So I'm definitely in the market for an assistant and a webmaster. And please don't. Somebody earlier, I had said this about a month ago, and somebody connected me with somebody else who immediately said, "Oh, she can't afford me." Don't assume what I can and cannot afford, and don't assume that whatever monetary value you place on your services isn't a match or is a match for what I have to offer. So I'm gonna make my macaroni and cheese now, and it's supposed to rain tonight, which I'm not super thrilled about. The park guys came through a little while ago, and they said they could bring me another tarp because the winds have just been so blustery that it's just blowing right inside my awning here, and I'm over it. And I had to wash a lot of stuff today because there's some cat that's roaming around and came in and decided to pee on my stuff. So I've tried to make it a little homey here. You know, I got my little lanai, and people can come visit, and I have a little, you know, like rug that's outside my van, and so when I step out in the morning, I step onto a nice little rug and don't immediately step onto pavement. So there's a moment where I don't remember I'm living in a parking lot. I'm really surprised that I'm in a good mood. I'm really surprised. I mean, I'm in a huge amount of pain today because I did the wash, but I'm really surprised that that I'm okay. I don't know. It feels like maybe there's like I don't know. You know, I'm a Wonder Woman. I'm a gypsy girl, and maybe it's just that I do best with the unknown better than I do with I don't know, better than I do with just having like a whole bunch of structure. I don't know how to put that. And my phone seems to be doing something weird, so I don't know. I think I'm like, you know, that whole thing about that ability of mine to find function in the chaos, to find the form in chaos, and this is what I like doing. I mean, not losing everything and living in a parking lot. Cut. I don't like doing that. What I do like doing is finding the form in the chaos, and this is probably the most chaotic thing I've ever been in, and it seems to bring out some of the best of my strengths, I think. So I would like to find a way to apply that to something a little more constructive than surviving lava eruptions. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm tired, and I want to watch RuPaul's Drag Race because, you know, I don't know if I mentioned that I had finished the 9 seasons that are complete, and I was like, well, now what am I gonna do? And so I started it again. I think I was like maybe a drag queen in a former life, or I want to be one in this life. I don't know. But I'm kind of in a ridiculous mood, and I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Aloha.